Hey you guys, it's Zena here from Zena's Suitcase. I'm doing a video today about tips for getting ready for pregnancy or preparing for pregnancy and preparing for labour. So I've met a few mums-to-be recently and it took me right back to being pregnant, and obviously with 3 kids I might know a little bit, so I just thought I'd share with you what I'd learnt. First of all, guys, you're making a little human being, and do not underestimate how much effort that takes the human body to do. Don't, if anyone says, oh, you're just pregnant, actually making a little person's a big deal, and you will be tired and things are going to change. Like the food you like is going to change. Smells might actually make you sick. You might be sick. You might be unlucky enough to be sick the whole way through your pregnancy. So, and there's a whole raft of other pregnancy symptoms that come with it, like pelvic floor issues. Now, what I'm going to say to you while you're pregnant is make sure you look after yourself. Sleep when you need to sleep, if you can, because you're going to lose out when baby arrives. Eat and drink well, but don't do the eating for 2 because you don't need to, but just eat healthily. And I would say exercise. I found pregnancy yoga really helpful for helping me stay mobile, certainly my last pregnancy when I had the SPD. That was a real problem for me. And ask for help if you need it. If someone's offered you help, take it, because you are going to need it, and don't be afraid to ask. People want to help you. It's a really special time and people want to muck in, I think. Now, labour, if you're a mum-to-be and this is your first baby, what I'd say is trust your body. Women have been doing this for years, and just try and centre yourself. I found meditation really helpful, and I would just focus on being really relaxed and getting myself to a zone of really believing I could deliver a baby. And we can all do it. You would be surprised what the human body can do when it comes to labour. If you can get into a zone, it will help you so much. My other big tip is gravity. Gravity will help you. Babies are going that way, and if you can stay on your feet and help them get in that direction, that is going to make your labour so much easier. I'm going to say all the other usual stuff, like make sure your bag is packed early. Don't leave it till the last minute. If you are choosing a hospital birth, visit the labour suite. You might want to make a decision also about whether more knowledge or less knowledge is going to help you. When I had my first baby, I went for less knowledge, and going in with no knowledge, it meant I had no fears, and it worked really well for me. When I was older, I think I decided that more knowledge was going to help me, but it's different strokes for different folks. If you don't want to know and you think that's going to work for you, stick with it. If knowledge helps you, go with it. Whichever, but don't feel you have to do what everybody else is doing. You are probably going to write a birth plan, and a birth plan is great as an ideal situation, but anything can happen. Babies do whatever they want to do when they're going to come out. So my advice is have a birth plan, but be prepared to be flexible on the day, because you might not get in the birth pool. You might have to go to hospital even though you wanted a home birth. And what can end up happening is you can feel really disappointed with the experience if you go in with these expectations of your perfect birthing experience. So have an ideal, but be prepared to be flexible. My final tip is going to be make sure your birthing partner is prepared. If they are perhaps a first-time dad or somebody who's never been in a labour experience, make sure they're prepared. You might want to do some classes together, or to be honest, one thing I did with my husband was I made him watch a few episodes of One Born Every Minute, and that kind of got him ready for what was going to come next. So however you want to approach it, you could be creative about that, but I think it is important that they are prepared and make sure they know what your wishes are, because there may come a point where it's difficult for you to communicate what it is you want, and they need to be your advocate. So make sure they understand your birth plan and understand what you're prepared to be flexible with. I hope these tips have helped you out. Good luck if you are soon to be a mum-to-be. If it's your first baby, congratulations. And if it's not your first baby, congratulations. I really hope that these tips have helped you. Please do leave me a comment below if you have any questions. Do thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll be back with more hints and tips very soon. Goodbye.